Avengers baseball. I am RC Robbin. 6 games left, 2-game lead. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. That's what you'd have here. A full 162-game regular season. This is game number 157. The playoffs are right around the corner. So as you can see, the Avengers have been placed into the National League West. And the Avengers have 100 wins and 56 losses. Dodgers are 2 games back. So it's a 2-game lead in the National League West with 6 games left to go. So let's back out. Let's move over to the calendar. Again, 2-game lead, as you can see. Okay, there's a day off, and then we're starting a 3-game series against the Minnesota Twins, and then a 3-game series to end the regular season with the LA Dodgers, which could determine the division champion and the wild card for head-to-head, depending on what happens against the Twins. So let's start up game number 157 now and see what happens. View organizations games. Bradley Cooper is the starting pitcher. Congratulations to AAA, blah, 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 don't care. Play full game. We are the home team at Crosley Field, designated home ballpark for the Hollywood Avengers. Clear skies. Bradley Cooper. Everybody looks good. Let's rock and roll. Batting title in the National League. Tom Holland, a.k.a. Spider-Man, is leading all batters in the National League for a batting championship. Here are the starting lineups between the Twins and the Avengers. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And the difficulty setting is set to All-Star. Welcome to a broadcast of Major League Baseball. I am RC Robbin. We are live at Crosley Field as the Minnesota Twins visit the Hollywood Avengers. On the mound for the Avengers, the man who voices the Rocket Raccoon in the Guardians of the Galaxy, Bradley Cooper. He's 11-11 with an ERA just over 5. He will face Omar Vizquel, 282 homers, 34 RBIs. He also has 34 stolen bases. First pitch of the ball game. Fouls it off, strike 1. Omar Vizquel, defensive guru from the early 2000s, fouls it off. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Vizquel. Played for the Cleveland Indians in real life. Again, fouls it off. The at-bat will continue. This is Avengers Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Welcome to the live stream. Please like the video. Ground ball past the diving attempt by Tony Stark and into right field. It's a leadoff single for Vizquel. He has base stealing potential. Here's a replay.
The right fielder of the 9, Florida.
Next up, Enos Slaughter, 315, 18 homers, 83 RBIs. Chases a fastball, fouls it off, strike 1. Grounded to short, over to second for 1, back to first. Double play, 2 outs here in the top of the first. King Sonic, welcome to the live stream. Always a pleasure to see your name in the chat box. The Twins lineup. Shortstop is Omar Vizquel. Enos Slaughter is in right. Orlando Cepeda is at first. Mike Schmidt at third. Ronald Acuna Jr. is in center. Miguel Andujar is the DH. Teoscar Hernandez in left. James McCann is the catcher and batting 9th and playing second base. I have no idea because it went too quickly for me to read the list. Orlando Cepeda is hitting 274, up there with 2 outs and the base is empty. Skies it, slicing out of play for strike 1. 40 homers for Orlando Cepeda, 137 runs batted in. Hell of a season. Hold that thought. I will return. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, grounder to second, fielded by Spider-Man, throws to first, scooped nicely by Robert Downey Jr. to retire the side. So a half inning of play here at Crosley. Twins nothing, Hollywood Avengers coming to bat. 6 games left, including this one, 2-game lead. Playoffs around the corner. On the mound for the Twins, Zach Greinke is 14-13 with a 3.96 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers, Anthony Mackie, 320, 20 homers, 77 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Pitches low, ball 1. Twins are 4 games under 500, good for 3rd place in the National League Central. That's Mike Schmidt at 3rd base and Enos Slaughter in the outfield. Fastball outside corner, strike 1, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pulls it towards the second baseman, fielded, fires, got him, 1 away. Starting lineup for the Avengers, Anthony Mackie's at short, Tom Holland's at second, Robert Downey Jr. is at first, the DH, check that, the catcher is Mark Ruffalo, Chadwick Boseman's at third, Dave Batista's at right, Sebastian Stan is at left, the DH is Idris Elba, batting 9th and playing center field, Don Cheadle. Tom Holland leads all hitters in the National League with a .353 average. Chases the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. He also has 17 homers and 81 runs batted in on the season. He has cooled off here in the month of September. But that might find its way into the left center field gap. And it will. He'll run for days. He's going to stop at second, though. He made a big turn at second, but will hold with the 1-out double by Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Let's look at the replay as I sip my coffee. Iced coffee. Bang. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. 300 even, 25 homers, 101 RBIs, fastball outside, ball 1. One of his personal goals is to hit over 300 for the season. Let's see if he's successful. 6 games left. Change up high but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike to the man who plays Iron Man in the MCU. Fouls it back. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Holland leads off second. Just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Off the plate, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner leads off second. No score here in this first game of a 3-game set at home against the Minnesota Twins. And he pulls it high and deep, but foul. Line drive caught by the second baseman. Safe at second. So hit it hard, but hit it right at the second baseman, Sanchez. Mark Ruffalo steps up. The Incredible Hulk is hitting .340. He has 35 homers and 135 runs batted in. He'll need a hit to score Holland from second with 2 outs. Swing and a miss over the top. Strike 1. Grounds it to third. Oh, it's past him. Rounding third and heading home is Spider-Man. It's an RBI single, I believe. Or is it an error? Very surprised that got past the third baseman, but let's watch the replay. Nevertheless, it's an RBI single, RBI number 136 on the season for Mark Ruffalo, and the Avengers have a 1-0 lead. Next up is the late, great Chadwick Boseman. He's hitting 335. He has 22 homers and 77 runs batted in on the season. First pitch is low, ball one. Must have been a bad hop at third.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. And he yanks it down the left field line, out of play. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Black Panther. Fouls off the changeup, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner at first, 1-0 MCU. In the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher. Full count. The runner will be off on the pitch on the full count. 3-2 pitch. Wow, looked inside, but called strike 3 by the home plate umpire on the side is retired. But they do get a run on the RBI single by the Hulk, and at the end of 1, it's 1-0 Avengers lead. We go to the top of the second. Up steps Mike Schmidt, the third baseman. Mike's hitting .290. He has 38 homers and 125 runs batted in. Comes the pitch. Slicing out of play for strike 1. Mike Schmidt has hit 500 homers in his major league career. He is a Hall of Famer. Pitch is low and outside. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. The Avengers have 100 wins. They're 156. That's Chadwick Boseman at third base and Dave Bautista in right field. Entering play, they had a 2-game lead over the LA Dodgers in the National League West. Pitches outside. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. Deep drive. I think we have ourselves a tie ball game. Indeed we do. Home run for Mike Schmidt. Home run number 39 on the season, and this ball game is tied at 1. Ugh. As the playoffs approach, we are evaluating the starting pitchers, and I don't think that Bradley Cooper will see much playing time in the playoffs. Oof. Ouch. So, brand new ball game, tied at 1. Next up is Ronald Acuna Jr. 305, 43 homers, 102 runs batted in. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Misses with the cut fastball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Pulls it foul down the right field line. Check that left field line. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Acuna Jr. Just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. The no outs here in the top of the second. 1-1 ball game between the Hollywood Avengers and the Minnesota Twins. Late on the fastball, 98 on the radar gun, out of play. Misses inside, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he gets him on the breaking ball. No, fouls it off. Count will remain 2-2. Fouls it back. And this battle between these two will continue. The next pitch to home plate will be pitch number 9. Line drive right at the Winter Soldier in left. He makes the catch for out number 1. He hit that on the nose. Defensive alignment for the Avengers. In the outfield from left to the right, we have Sebastian Stan, Don Cheadle, and Dave Bautista. In the infield, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr. with Mark Ruffalo behind home plate. Next up, Miguel Andujar, 293, 17 homers, 76 runs batted in. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. 1 out, top of the second. Change up at the knees, strike 2. Count as no balls and 2 strikes. Jams him, pops it up. There is Spider-Man in short right field for the catch, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7. The left fielder.
Teoscar Hernandez, a minor league all-star, September call-up. No at-bats this season. Steps up to the plate. First action in the major leagues this year. Takes a fastball 97 miles an hour on the radar gun in there for strike 1. And it is a fly ball off the end of the bat to left. There is Bucky, makes the catch to retire the side. But a solo shot the other way by Mike Schmidt ties this ball game at 1 after an inning and a half. It's 1-1. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Dave Bautista. He's hitting .324. He has 15 homers on the season. Greinke deals. Fastball looked high, called a strike. Count is 0-1. High and tight. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Dave Bautista is Drax the Destroyer in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Way out in front of the breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Thought it was high, but second strikeout of the game for Zach Greinke. And there's 1 away. Here's the replay. Was it a strike? I mean, listen, that looks high to me. I'm sorry. The textbook strike zone is not correct. If it's above the belt and it's off on the corner, that's not a strike. Well, I wish they would let me modify the size of the strike zone. Up next is Sebastian Stan, who swinging bunt at home plate. Out goes the catcher. Not in time, so it's a swinging bunt base hit. For Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, and that little swinging bunt gets him his 15 games in a row. Baltimore Chaba. Next up, Idris Elba, the designated hitter, 276, 10 homers, 56 RBIs. He's going on the first pitch, breaking ball down and away. Throw down, not in time, stolen base for the Winter Soldier. He wasted no time taking off. So runner in scoring position with 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Idris is up, 1-0 count. Checks the swing, pitches outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Slow bouncer. Throws to first in time, 2 away. Runner moves to third on the play at first. So the go-ahead run is 90 feet away. However, Don Cheadle, who's stepping up to the plate, needs to get a hit to get him home. Don Cheadle's hitting .278 on the season. Switch hitter batting from the left side. And he's late, slicing out of play, strike 1. Ground ball, base hit. RBI single with 2 outs for Don Cheadle. War Machine breaks the tie, and it's a 2-1 lead for the MCU. Oh, yeah. Here's the replay. Ground ball with eyes. Lineup turns over, up steps Anthony Mackie, who grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Quick throw to first. Cheadle is back. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Misses off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. High 3-0 count. On deck, Tom Holland. Will he swing on 3-0? No, he will not. He has the red light. Listen, if you want to call it a strike, fine, but it's a gift strike. Now it's a hitter's count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Fouls it off, count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner was released off first with the pitch. Ball in the gap, and they score him from first. Here's the full count pitch. And he walks him. So it's a 2-out walk for Anthony Mackie, cut the check, and the pitching coach comes out of the mound to have a talk with Zach Greinke. Really quickly, I want to show options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is set to All-Star, as you can see. Pitching difficulty is also set to All-Star. That's the setting that is for the entire season. Tom Holland had a hit in his first at-bat. He's hitting .354. That's a line drive. Flag down for the final out of the inning. So they strand 2. They do take the lead, however. At the end of 2 innings of play, it's 2-1 MCU. So we go to the top of the third. Up steps the catcher, James McCann. He's hitting .308 on the season. 7 homers, 38 RBIs. Bradley Cooper sets and delivers. Fastball in there, strike 1. Misses with the changeup. Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounder to first, fielded cleanly by Tony Stark. Steps on the bag for the first out.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Batting ninth, Yolmer Sanchez, the second baseman, hitting .261. He has 7 homers and 49 runs batted in. Yolmer Sanchez. Did he check it? No, he did not. Home plate umpire says he went too far, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the cut fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3. Foul tip into the glove. There's 2 outs, and he's not happy.
Now batting, the shortstop, Omar.
So 2 outs, lineup turns over. Omar Vizquel singled in his first at-bat. He's up there for his second plate appearance. At the knees, strike 1. Omar hitting from the left side. I think Omar Vizquel is a switch hitter. Is Omar Vizquel a switch hitter? Hold on a second. Yep, Omar Vizquel's a switch hitter. So batting from the left side against the righty, Bradley Cooper pops it up out of the crouch, chasing it near the dugout. Nice catch by Hulk to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Bradley Cooper. The end of 2.5. It's 2-1 MCU. Okay. Robert Downey Jr. steps up. He's 0 for 1 to lead off the bottom of the third. Here comes Greinke's pitch. Grounds it to the first baseman. His counterpart steps on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up is Mark Ruffalo. Has an RBI single today. RBI number 136 to lead the ball club. Slider in there, strike 1. As you can see, the shift is on. They're expecting him to pull. I don't know why they would do that, because he doesn't pull everything. And he slaps it foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Ruffalo. Like, for instance, it is a bloop base hit to right. 1 out single for Ruffalo. Ruffalo smash. And the MCU has a base runner. Batting average leaders entering play. As you can see, Mark Ruffalo is on the list, but his teammate, Tom Holland, is the one leading the league in batting. Ruffalo is what, 5th in the league? Next up, Black Panther. 1 out, runner at first, bottom of the 3rd. Misses outside, ball 1. Chadwick struck out in the 1st inning. And he hits it through the right side. It is another single with one out. Runners at first and second, and they're threatening. Here in the bottom of the third, pardon me. They're not going to show me a replay? All right, fine. Next up is Drax the Destroyer. 0 for 1. And he chases a pitch in the dirt, fouls it off, strike one. Ruffalo leads off second. Bozeman leads off first. Misses the changeup. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. High and tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a 2-1 lead for the MCU, but they are threatening. Line drive to center field will carry to him. He makes the catch for out number 2. No advance on the bases. Next up, Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier. He had a single and a run scored in his first at-bat. He's got a chance with 2 outs to increase the lead. And he's a little late on it, fouls it down the right field line, out of play, strike one. He's going to need a solid hit. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's going to need a solid hit to score the Hulk from second base. He doesn't run very fast. Pops it up. Caught by Sanchez to retire the side off the end of the bat. And the side is retired. 2 runners stranded. The end of 3 innings of play. It's 2-1. Avengers lead. So we go to the top of the 4th. Enos Slaughter grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Cooper nursing a 2-1 lead. Fastball in there, strike 1. High and deep, but foul. Strike 2. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Slaughter. What a name. Enos Slaughter. Just gets a piece of the forkball to stay alive. Enos Slaughter at the plate. Top of the 4th. 2-1 lead for the MCU. Here's the pitch from Rocket. It is a bloop, but charging in is the Winter. Check that. Is War Machine. Don Cheadle makes the catch for out number 1.
The first base, Orlando.
Next up, Orlando Cepeda, Hall of Famer, first baseman. 0 for 1 with the ground out. Misses with the cut fastball. Ball 1. Just gets a piece of the breaking ball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. I think Orlando Cepeda actually played for the Minnesota Twins in real life. So it's pretty cool when that happens in a fantasy draft season. Pops him up. Charging is Tony Stark. Cannot make the catch. So it is strike number 2. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ties him up in knots. Fouls it off. Deep drive to center, but playable for Don Cheadle. There's the second out. So Mike Schmidt, responsible for Minnesota's run, he hit a solo homer in his last at-bat. Steps in again with 2 outs here in the 4th. Fouls it off at the plate, strike 1. 97 on the radar gun.
Nope.
Misses. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Fouls it back. Count is 1-2. That's another one. It's high and deep. And gone. Back-to-back homers for Mike Schmidt. Home run number 39 in the first. Home run number 40 now. Tie ball game at 2 here in the top of the 4th inning. He's a one-man wrecking crew. Here's a replay. High fly ball to left. There was a chance that it might hit off of the top of the wall, but nope. It's in the parking lot. So brand new game. Up steps Ronald Acuna Jr. with 2 outs. He lined out in the second inning.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Deep drive. Don Cheadle's got a chance, but he's not going to make the catch. It's a 2-out double for Acuna. Number 41 on the season for Ronald Acuna Jr. Blasts it to the straightaway center field. High off that wall, no chance for Cheadle. Backed up nicely by Dave Bautista. Next up is Miguel Andujar. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 0 for 1. Lined out in the third. Late on the fastball, fouls it off, strike 1. So it's a 2-2 ball game, but the Twins are threatening. Grounder up the middle. Fielded. Fires. Got him. Side retired. But Mike Schmidt does what he does best, a solo shot, and after 3.5 innings of play, we have ourselves a brand new ball game, tied at 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Idris Elba, who is a Hemdall in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Greinke deals.
Number 63.
Pitches low, ball 1. 10 home runs is not first on the Avengers. Out in front of the curveball, swing and a miss. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls it off, strike 2. Curveball low, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outside, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is James Rhodes. Don Cheadle. Here comes the full count pitch. Did he go? No, he did not, so it's outside, ball 4. Leadoff man is on for the Avengers. I need a sip of my coffee.
The bat, number 10.
Next up, James Rhodes. Outside, ball 1. Don Cheadle hit 300 for most of the season. Second half has not been so kind. High, 2 balls and no strikes, and suddenly Greinke seems to have lost control of the strike zone. Elba leads off first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Chases a pitch which could have been ball 3, but instead the count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Cheadle. Off the plate, full count. No, check that. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Cheadle. Runner leads off first, 2-2 ball game. Ground ball up the middle, no. Fielded, steps on the bag, throws in time. It is a 4 unassisted, 3 double play, and there are 2 outs, and the bases are empty. So, stepping up with the bases cleared, Anthony Mackie, who walked in the second. Officially, he is 0 for 1. Pops it up in the infield. Schmidt is there to retire the side. So, quick inning for the Avengers. We go to the top of the 5th. After 4 innings, it's 2-2 tie ball game. Leading off the top of the 5th is Teoscar Hernandez, who 0 for 1 for not only the game but the season, as he is a late September call-up. We have a tie ball game here in the top of the 5th. This is the first game of a 3-game series against the Twins. Swing and a miss at the changeup. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. 6 games left, including this one. 2-game lead in the division against the LA Dodgers. Struck him out swinging, and there's 1 away. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining the live stream. Next up is the catcher, James McCann, who's 0 for 1. Fastball in there, strike 1. Grounds it, foul. My last 3 games of the regular season are against the LA Dodgers. I'm really excited because it's as if the playoffs start early. I have a 2-game lead on the LA Dodgers right now after today with 5 games left. So those 3 games may matter. The outcome of those final 3 regular season games may determine the division champion or the wild card. Pitch looked high, called strike 3. McCann is furious. 3rd strikeout of the game for Bradley Cooper. Here's the replay. Was it a strike? Listen, I guess it was a strike, a textbook strike. That was above the belt is not a strike to me, but I'll take it. So 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps Yolmer Sanchez. 2-2 ball game here in the 5th. Deep drive. Charging over is near the warning track. War Machine makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th after 4.5. 2-2 tie. I kind of want you to go in even. That would be intense. I get it. I totally get it. But you know what? I'd rather it be nice and easy. I want to have a 4-game lead, so I don't have to think about it. Tom Holland leads off the bottom of the 5th. Pitch from Zach Greinke is outside. Tom Holland represented the National League at second base. He was the second base starter in the All-Star game. Count is 1-0. Slider tried to backdoor slide him, but missed inside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Spider-Man. And it's off the end of the bat, but deep. It is caught at the warning track for the first out. He hit it off the end of the bat, but gave it a ride to left.
Now batting, number 12.
Next up is Robert Downey Jr. hitting .299. He has 25 homers and 101 RBIs, but he's 0 for 2 today. Flirting with that 300 mark all season long. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Sing Venus Unicorn, welcome to the live stream. Fouls it off down the left field line, out of play. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Pulls it this time, out of play. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Misses. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty. Tie ball game. Here comes the pitch from Zach. Line drive. Base hit to center field. It's a 1-out single for Tony Stark. We love you, Tony. We love you 3,000, Tony. Here's the replay as I sip my iced coffee. You're going to ask whether it's water or coffee. It's iced coffee. Line drive to center. The Incredible Hulk had an RBI single today. He is 2 for 2. Averages up to 342. He's kind of sneaking up the batting race. 2-seam fastball is low, ball 1. His RBI was the team leading 136th RBI. 136. Off the plate and high. 2 balls and no strikes. RDJ leads off first. 2-2 game. Fouls it back, jammed him inside. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike to the Hulk. Grounder up the middle. Flips it to second for 1, back to first. Double play. Side is retired. So, after 5 innings, we have ourselves we don't have an official ball game because it's tied at 2. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the top of the 6th. Up steps Omar Vizquel for his 3rd plate appearance. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Rocket Raccoon is on the mound. Inside, ball 1. Welcome to the live stream. After today, there will be 5 games left in the regular season. Late September, bunt down the third base line is a foul ball. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Late September, playoffs are right around the corner. The division championship in the NL West has not been settled yet. The Avengers are fighting with the LA Dodgers. They currently have a 2-game lead in the division with 6 games left to play, including this one. So I'm excited to finish up the regular season. Grounder, backhanded by Tony, tossed to Cooper, steps on the bag, wins the race. There's 1 away. Next up, Enos Slaughter, who's 0 for 2. Enos Slaughter is one of those old-time legendary players. No, I know nothing about him. Looked low, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is 0-1 on a Slaughter. That's a baseball name, Enos Slaughter. Pops it up, short left field. Out is Mackie. Cut the check. There's 2 away. Two outs, bases empty. Orlando Cepeda is 0 for 2. The only person today to do damage so far for the Minnesota Twins is Schmidt. Schmidt at third base has hit 2 solo home runs for them. Late on the fastball, 97 on the radar gun, fouls it down the right field line. Strike 1. Hard line drive caught by Black Panther to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We have ourselves a tie ball game. This is Avengers baseball. Leading off the bottom of the 6th is the late, great Chadwick Boseman. He's 1 for 2 with a single. We lost Chadwick due to colon cancer in real life in 2020. May he rest in peace. Fastball just misses off the plate. Count is 1-0. T'Challa. High, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Grounds it to the shortstop. Fields fires. Got him. Another way. Next up is Drax the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy. He is 0 for 2. Batista steps in. 1 out. Grounds it up the middle and through. It is a 1-out single. You can't get anything over his head. He will catch it. So the Avengers have a base runner here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the replay. Just a ground ball with eyes.
Number 15.
So the Winter Soldier steps in. Twins bullpen is active. Out in front of the slider, swinging to miss. Strike 1. Batista's got a big lead at first. And he pops it up to right field. Playable for Slaughter. And there's 2 away. The Avengers have reached the 100-win mark on the season. They're 100 wins and 56 losses. Idris Elba steps in. 2 outs, runner at first. Chases a pitch outside. Count is 0-1. Fooled by the breaking ball. Again, big lead at first. Throws to first. Batista's back. For those that are new to the live stream, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. 1 hopper to the shortstop. Throws to second for the force to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 6 innings of play. It's a tie ball game here in this first game of a 3-game set with the Twins. We go to the top of the 7th. Mike Schmidt, 2 homers today, 2 solo shots, number 39 and number 40 on the season for him. Need to be very careful. This guy's going to hit 3 homers on him. And he might have done it. Slicing foul. Dangerous. I should intentionally walk this guy. Chases a changeup off the plate. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Schmidt. Schmidt played for the Philadelphia Phillies in like the 1980s, 70s and 80s. Waist pitch high, 1-2. And that he's making a bid for his 3rd homer to the track. Batista looking up, backing to the fence, makes the catch. And finally, Mike Schmidt is retired. Sing Venus Unicorn says over far again. Yes, it's certainly far enough, but thank goodness he did not hit another home run. 1 out, up steps Ronald Acuna Jr. So up to this point, Bradley Cooper has pitched well. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. He's pitched well. He hasn't gotten the run support today. Off the plate with the 2-seam fastball. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that ball's got a chance. And it's a 3-2 lead for Minnesota here in the top of the 7th. A homer solo shot number 44 on the season for Ronald Acuna Jr. And the Twins hold a 3-2 advantage. Ah! God damn it! All right, hold on. Manager's office, bullpen.
Now batting.
3 righties. Paul Rudd is going to warm up. Sam Jackson's going to warm up. Manager is going to go to a mound visit, send the pitching coach out to talk to Bradley Cooper. Miguel Andujar is due up with 1 away here in the top of the 7th. He's 0 for 2. So we're going to leave him in. Looked high, called a strike. Count is 0-1. Inside corner, strike 2. Line drive. Charging over is Batista. Makes a nice running catch for the 2nd out. Nice play from Drax in right field.
Now batting.
So next up, Teoscar Hernandez, 0 for 2. Struck out, flied out. 2 outs, bases empty. 3-2 lead for Minnesota. Outside corner, strike 1. Out in front of the forkball. 2 quick strikes on Hernandez. Misses, just misses off the inside corner. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Teoscar. Another good baseball name, Teoscar Hernandez. Grounder up the first base line. He has it, steps on the bag. He's safe! He's safe! And they're giving him a base hit. Hernandez beat Tony Stark to the bag. My goodness, so the inning will continue. Another at-bat. James McCann steps up. Uh-oh. With 2 outs. McCann's 0 for 2. And it's a shallow fly ball to center. It won't matter as Don Cheadle retires the side. So get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Ronald Acuna Jr. with a solo shot here in the top of the 7th. We celebrate the 7th inning stretch with the Minnesota having a 3-2 lead. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did it come from? Cotton Eye Joe. In relief is Brad Boxberger, making his 71st appearance out of the bullpen. He's 3-3. He has a terrible ERA. 7.95 earned run average. And I hope I make him suffer. Don Cheadle leads off the bottom of the 7th. They are down by a run, 3-2. Breaking ball high and outside, ball 1. Where did he come from? Where did you go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Line drive over the head of the first baseman and into right field. It is a leadoff single for James Rhodes. And the tying run is on base. Go ahead run at the plate. Here's the replay. Bang. I'm surprised he... Oh, well, you know what? It was out of the reach of Orlando Cepeda. Next up, Anthony Mackie. 0 for 2. He did walk in the 2nd inning. He's hitting .318 on the season. He's going to the first pitch. It's in there. Throw down is not in time. Offline. So he gets a single and steals a base. Don Cheadle is on fire. Here's the replay. So runner in scoring position. He needs to pull the ball to the right side to get that runner over to third with less than 2 outs. Let's see what happens. 1-0 count on Mackie. And he pops it upstairs behind home plate. And the count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Anthony Mackie is hitting .360 with runners in scoring position. Slider low and inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Boxberger sets and delivers. And he yanks it down the right field line. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes to the new Captain America. And he pulls it high and deep to right. He goes back. It's Gonzo. It's a 2-run home run for the new Captain America. Cut the check. Home run number 21 for Anthony Mackie is a 2-run shot. And here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Avengers take a 4-3 lead. Oh, yeah! Here's the replay. Oh! Oh, lovely. Up next, Spider-Man. 4-3 Avengers. Lines it down the right field line. It is a foul ball for strike one. Now, hold on a second. I need to go to the manager's office to arrange my bullpen. So, if I'm in the 8th inning, switch hitter, lefty, Sam Jackson is going to come in and pitch the 8th inning. Okay. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Tom Holland is 1 for 3. Base hit. Second hit of the game for Spider-Man. Spider-Man. So Boxberger comes in, gives a two-run home run up to Anthony Mackie. A hard line drive single to Holland. Maybe they should have left Zach Greinke in there. Anyway, they decided to change gears. Speaking of gears, Corey Guerin is making his 52nd appearance out of the bullpen. He's 5-3. Terrible ERA, 7.35. Robert Downey Jr. steps in, had a single in the 5th. He is 1 for 3. Runner at first is Tom Holland. Side thrower, sidearm, pitch outside, ball 1. Line drive to center. There is the center fielder to make the catch for out number 1. Next up, Mark Ruffalo, 2 for 3 today with a single and an RBI single. Runner leads off first. Pitch out, nothing doing. Tom Holland has 23 steals on the season, so he is a threat to steal second. Grounder, 6, 4, 3. Double play, side retired, but they take the lead thanks to the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. A 2-run shot at the end of 7. It's the Avengers 4, the Twins 3. This is Avengers baseball. So do I want to change pitchers? Yes. Coming in to pitch the top of the 8th is Nick Fury. Samuel L. Jackson is 7-6 with a 3.77 earned run average. He will face a pinch hitter, Billy Williams, I believe. Another Hall of Famer. I don't know why they would pinch hit a left-handed hitter against a lefty. That's very bizarre strategy, but then again, who am I to say? He is a legendary player. Pitch in there, strike 1. Billy Williams, 267, 35 homers, 110 RBIs. He is a beast. He could tie this game with one swing of the bat. You need to be careful. Screwball low. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Attendance 26,581 here at Crosley Field. Crosley is a minor league ballpark, so that's a sellout. Off the plate with the breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Line drive. Looks like it's going to bloop in there, and it will. He's going to second. To throw to second is not in time. So it's a leadoff double, and the tying run is in scoring position with nobody out. Oh, my goodness gracious. Billy Williams' 27th double of the season. What do I know? 11-game hitting streak for Williams. So next up is Omar Vizquel. Switch hitter turns around and bats from the right side. He's obviously going to be trying for the bunt to get him over to third. And he isn't, and he pops it up. Left side. Black Panther makes the catch, 1 away. That was a strange decision. Omar Vizquel is the perfect guy to lay down a bunt to get that runner over, tying run to third base with less than 2 outs. Don't know what they were thinking. Enos Slaughter is 0 for 3 today, left-handed hitter. Again, runner in scoring position for the Twins. Breaking ball in there at the knees, strike 1. Sometimes people can't get out of their own way. Just gets a piece of the knuckleball, fouls it off. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Slaughter. Just misses. Looked like called strike 3. Umpire said it was inside. Count is 1-2. Pops it up. Short right field. Mackie makes the catch 2-away. So they had a runner at second and nobody out. The tying run. And now they have a runner at second and 2 outs.
The first baseman, Orlando.
Manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to sit down. Well, keep Paul Rudd. Jeremy Renner is going to warm up. The manager is going to go to the mound and talk. Do we want to do a 4-out save? No, we got to trust the guys who got us there. Let's do this. Let's trust him. Trust him. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. We have a 2-game lead with 6 games left. Trust your guys. Late on the fastball, 2 strikes on Cepeda. Nope. Misses, waste pitch, count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, the tying run is at second base. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 4-3 lead for the MCU. Knuckleball misses outside. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Fouls it back, and the at-bat will continue. Oh, that looked like strike 3 at the knees. Instead, it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Mike Schmidt. Here it comes. And he pulls the cut fastball down the left field line. Out of play. And the at-bat will continue. It's a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Tying run at second. Go-ahead run at the plate. And he hits a deep fly ball, but playable for War Machine. Don Cheadle retires the side. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 4-3 lead for the Avengers. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Caleb Ferguson comes in to pitch for the Twins. He's 5-4 on the season, 6.31 earned run average. And in the field, Marwin Gonzalez takes over at second base for for Yandu, or whatever the hell his name was, Yandu Sanchez. So Black Panther leads off 1-for-3 with a single. Manager, bullpen, righty, righty, righty. Jeremy Renner. Scheduled to put in the game, yes. So, Black Panthers up against Ferguson, a lefty. Fastball, outside ball 1. Some insurance would be nice. We need to get the leadoff man on. Get him around to score. Let's go. Breaking ball, 2 balls and no strikes from Ferguson. Showing patience, showing patience. Looked like a ball, but called a strike, 2-1. My goodness. These high strikes kill me. Ground ball would have been up the middle, but they had him played perfectly. The shift was on behind the second base bag. He throws him out, 1 away. Marwin Gonzalez makes the play. Dave Batista's 1-for-3 with a single. Darren O'Day is warming in the Twins bullpen. Grounder to short. Fielded by Omar Vizquel, throws to first, in time, 2 away. So 2 outs, bases empty, up steps Sebastian Stan. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Chases a fastball outside, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to the Winter Soldier. In the dirt, count is 1-2. Slicing, out of play. 1-2. Did he swing?
There you go.
No, he did not. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Bottom of the 8th, 4-3 lead for the MC. Here's a pitch from Ferguson. In the dirt, full count. On deck is Hemdahl. Grounder to the mound. Easy play for Ferguson. He throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ferguson. So we go to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the visiting Minnesota Twins. It's 4-3. They need a run to tie. Can they do it? Can the Avengers win 101 games? Let's go. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In comes the closer, Jeremy Renner, who honestly has had a rocky season. He has 31 saves, but he also has 6 blown saves and 4 losses. So he faces Mike Schmidt, who has 2 home runs in today's game. His most recent one in the 4th inning. Bang! Can he hit his 3rd home run of the game to tie this ball game at 4? Checks his swing in there, strike 1. 101 miles an hour on the radar gun. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls back the breaking ball. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Line drive caught by Black Panther down at third base for the first out. Hit it on the nose, but hit it right at the third baseman. So there's 1 away here in the 9th. Up next, Ronald Acuna Jr., 2 for 3, who also homered today. He added a double to his line score. Here comes the pitch from the Hawkeye. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. He's going for save number 32 on the season. Grounder to short, charges, fires, got him. Cut the check, there's 2 away, and the Minnesota Twins are down to their final out of the game. Representing the final out is Miguel Andujar, who's 0 for 3. Fastball, 99 on the radar gun. In there, strike 1. Looked like he could have been called a strike, but called inside. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses high, 2-1. Fouls it back. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the Twins are down to their final strike of this game. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Ball game over. Avengers win 4-3. He gets save number 32. Bradley Cooper, Rocket Raccoon, gets win number 12 on the season. The Avengers have win number 101 against 56 losses. They had a 2-game lead when this game started over the Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West. So at the very least, they've maintained that 2-game lead. We will check the standings to see if the Dodgers lost. Perhaps it's a 3-game lead with 5 games left, which would put them in incredible seat. Put them in a very good, strong position as the final week of the baseball season progresses. So, Hollywood Avengers, 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Minnesota Twins, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Bradley Cooper again with the win number 12. Brad Boxberger came in relief, gets the loss. Jeremy Renner with save number 32. Anthony Mackie gets player of the game honors. He had a homer and 2 RBIs today. Cut the check. He is your player of the game. So before I say goodbye, we're going to exit the post game and confirm the exit. We're going to go to the menu option screens so that we can check the standings of this major league season. So again, the Avengers win. They're up to 101 wins with 5 games left. Okay, and I believe it's a 2-game lead. Unfortunately, the Dodgers won. Look at the standings. 101, Dodgers won, so they have 99 wins. So it's a 2-game lead with 5 games to go. So that's where it stands right now. This has been a broadcast of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I will see you again soon. Ha ha ha.